And so our story ends, or rather begins, for that is the quiet magic of stories like these. They echo in our souls long after we've heard them. And if you listen very closely, you might just hear the echoes of Harriet Tubman's footsteps, the rhythm of her courage, the song of her freedom. And you might realize that the story you've just traveled through is not just a story. It's a part of you now. It's a whisper in your heart, a fire in your soul, a guiding light in your own journey through darkness. For each of us has a story to tell, a path to walk, a difference to make in this world. And if you listen closely, you can hear the echo of Harriet's voice saying, "You were made to walk a different path." Thank you for walking that path with her today. Thank you for breathing life into her story and carrying her legacy in your heart. And as the final notes of our story fade away, remember this: you are not just a listener. You are a storyteller now, too. And the story of courage, freedom, and hope will continue to echo in your heart forever. In the hush of twilight, picture now the fireflies dancing in the night air, the gentle sound of a group moving through tall grass. Guided by memory, by intuition, by a kind of compass only the soul understands. Behind her, children cling to their mothers. Men carry infants close to their chests. Women whisper quiet prayers to the night. The Underground Railroad is not made of iron or steam. It is made of trust and of footsteps, soft as falling leaves. Sometimes they stop at safe houses, hidden cabins tucked in the woods, barns behind old churches, basements with hollow floors. Imagine the wooden steps creaking beneath them as they enter. The warmth of a fire burning quietly in the hearth, the smell of soup bubbling in a pot, the kind eyes of strangers who offer them a bed, a piece of bread, and for the first time, peace. Can you feel it? That moment when fear loosens its grip, even for just a night. Harriet doesn't sleep. She stands at the door, listening to the wind, watching the trees, protecting. Because safety is not a promise, it is a gift. Who was Harriet Tubman? Now the seasons shift quietly. Autumn drapes golden leaves across the forest floor, and the air smells of firewood and memory. Harriet moves, as always, calm, watchful, deliberate. Her steps leave no trace, but her presence feels eternal. Now the war has come, the Civil War, where brother turns on brother and the land echoes with the sorrow of cannon fire and fallen sons. And still, Harriet walks. But this time she walks not just as a conductor of souls, but as a spy, a scout, and a quiet soldier of justice. She leads Union troops through dangerous swamps, whispering directions, pointing through the fog, helping them navigate without a sound. Because of her, the Combahee River Raid is born. Because of her, hundreds of slaves are freed in one night. She becomes the first woman in U.S. history to lead an armed expedition. But still, she asks for no glory, only the chance to keep going. Later, she builds more than paths. She builds homes. She opens her land to those who have none. She feeds the poor, sings in churches, writes letters by candlelight for those who cannot read. And when her hands grow shaky and her body aches with time, still she smiles, because she has no regrets. Every scar on her skin is a map. Every line on her face a song. Time drifts like a feather in the wind. Decades have passed. And still the name Harriet Tubman floats gently through history. Never loud, never demanding, but always present. She is now older, her steps slower, her hands more fragile. But the fire inside her still glowing, soft, warm, and unshakable. Let yourself now imagine the quiet hum of a summer afternoon. The sun hangs low in the sky, spilling gold across open fields. You hear children laughing somewhere nearby and the slow, rhythmic creak of a porch swing. Harriet sits there wrapped in a shawl. Her eyes are closed, but her mind is wide open. She remembers it all: the rivers, the forests, the cold, silent nights, the tear-stained faces of mothers reunited with their children. And in her heart, a deep and peaceful rhythm plays. It was worth it, every step, every mile. She lives simply now, in a home she helped build, brick by brick, with hands that once picked cotton, now lifting others up. She takes in orphans, feeds the hungry, comforts the tired. Even in her twilight years, she does not stop giving. She is asked to speak, to write, to be celebrated. But Harriet always responds with the same smile, the same quiet humility. "I was just the conductor," she says. "The Lord did the rest." The candle has nearly melted now. Its warm glow flickers low, casting soft shadows that dance like dreams across the walls. You are still, breathing slow, listening to the last notes of a journey wrapped in quiet power. Outside, the trees sway like gentle lullabies, and the stars press close to the earth as if to listen. Let us return one final time to Harriet. She rests now in Auburn, New York, on the land she once worked to buy with her own hands. The wind rustles through the pines around her home. Birds call sweetly overhead, and a soft hush fills the air. Like the whole world is bowing its head in reverence. Harriet Tubman passed away in 1913. She was surrounded by people who loved her, people who knew what she had done, and people who would never truly know the depth of her courage. Her last words, they say, were, "I go to prepare a place for you." Words soft as feathers, yet strong as iron. Because even in her final breath, she was leading, still clearing the path, still making a way, still lighting the road ahead. And now, dear dreamer, that road stretches before you. Not in woods or rivers, but in choices. In the small moments, the brave pauses. The words said kindly, the truths defended gently. The world you walk through now is a world touched by Harriet's hands. Let your body grow even heavier now, as if the earth is holding you close. Let your thoughts slow to a single thread, a golden line between you and the stars. Because though she walked 100 roads alone, she was never truly alone. She was held by faith, by purpose, by light, and so are you.